Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, question tonight: who is disliked more? Nicholas Newman from YNR, aka The Young and the Restless, or Nicholas Cassadine from GH, aka General Hospital? Now, I've been watching YNR that long, but from what people have told me, there is a long list of reasons why people do not like Nick Newman. In some ways, I'm kind of glad that I didn't watch it back then. 'Cause I don't do the whole Team Nick or Team Adam, or I don't do that team stuff, right? I'm Team. Okay, I'm Team Logic. Okay, that's what I am. Nicholas, on the other hand, has been watching the show for years. Nicholas, that's a whole different level of wow. But if you've been watching them both, who is dislike more and why? What do you dislike more between the two? Let me know in the comment section below. LaShanta's in the chat. How you doing tonight? Kai Wynn is in the chat. How you doing tonight? So, I'm actually trying a new type of Moscato. This is California. Somebody told me about that. Somebody told me about that like maybe a few weeks ago. And funny thing, I actually wound up asking somebody who works there if they had the California thing or not. And they said no. The hell, they looked at me like they didn't understand what the hell I was meant to saying. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, this already smells sweet. Carrie says, well, I don't hate Nicholas Cassadine. Tyler is the only thing that's missing. Then I resort that bond. So is Nicholas Newman. I can't stand. I never liked him. Yep. Trust me, at this point, Kyrie's awesome. How you doing tonight, Kyrie? I think at this point, I think a lot of people in the chat knows how you feel about Nicholas Newman. Nick Newman. Ooh, smells good. This smells legit good. But time for the taste test. Which is not time test? Okay, wow. I think I put Spiderquake, thank you. What did you thought of it? What did you thought of the video? I think that's actually the first short that I did on purpose. That I did on purpose. Also, thank you for watching. Spiderquake. Carrie said for years I called Nick the the B Newman. Double C's in the chat. LaShanta said I knew Michael would listen to Willow. I'm mad because he needs to make it safe for Dex. Dex knew he was doing. Now is the taste test. Oh God, it smells so good. Double C, eating dinner. Spike Quick says, I don't know, you're gonna disagree, but I honestly believe it's TikTok's fault and people. But how is it TikTok's fault that people are being stupid? This is my whole thing. Why is it TikTok's fault? How is it TikTok's fault that people are just being dumb? TikTok doesn't promote degeneracy or stupidity. People do that when they go on the app. That's the same thing with YouTube. And all the pranks and everything like that they do, whether we're gonna start blaming and yeah, that's fine. You can disagree with me if you want, but this is good. Doesn't taste that different. I don't know. Tastes good. I don't know how different it tastes. I don't understand. It says California. Okay, but Spider Quick, how do you just make sense? But Quick says people do more dumb stuff on TikTok than YouTube. Okay, but I mean, I don't really understand. I want to understand, why do you think is TikTok's fault? Um, um, I want to understand how you're blaming the app for people being stupid. That's what I want to try to understand. Kerry says spoilers for next week. Brooke true colors are going to be unleashed. I was waiting for that. She incapable of change. That's why Quick says people do. Okay, but yeah, I read that part. I want to understand, why is it TikTok's fault? That's what I want to understand. Like, why are we snitching blaming a platform for people being stupid? For TikTok, there was Vine. We're blaming Vine for people being stupid now. Lashanta said, "Did you see Ava constantly sending Nina out? She's not her friend." I don't. You mean sending her out? I don't understand. Blackmon is in the chat. What's good, Blackmon? Like Rick says, I'm not saying it's the people's fault. I know it's their fault. No, exactly. But no. What I don't understand is, how is it? I get that. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying to understand from people, how is it TikTok's fault? That's what I'm trying to get at. It's very easy to blame people. It's not hard. I'm trying to understand, why is it the business fault? Why is it their fault? That's what I'm trying to understand from your point of view. This trying to say, I guess Liam is going to put on his cape. Then Double C says it's not TikTok's fault. It's not like the app told people to make some themselves for likes and attention. Exactly. That's why I'm trying. Because there's a lot of people that sit there and say, "Well, TikTok was good, Laura B, and was good, Ron." It's people that sit there and say, "Well, it's TikTok that promotes degeneracy." It's like, how is it TikTok that's promoting degeneracy when there's people that's actually doing it? That's what I'm missing that link. That's what it really comes down to. Terry said, "Yeah, I was disappointed in Ava advice for Nina. I agree with Brock TV. Nina should just own and beg the little man Sonny for forgiveness." Bobby says, "Why are we talking about TikTok?" Because Bioquake said that he saw my video. I put out a short video talking about TikTok, and I pretty much was, talking about, like, why people blaming TikTok for people being stupid. So, he said that, he blames TikTok as well, and I'm trying to understand why. That's all. Bioquake says, also, I wish Nina wouldn't listen to Ava. I didn't understand. My whole thing is like, it's the back and forth, the inconsistency that they're doing with Ava. This is what I said yesterday. It's bad writing. Why would Nina do something in reverse psychology, knowing? I mean, why would Ava do something in reverse psychology, knowing how Nina is? Why would you even put that in her head and then say, "Well, now it's in your head. I expect you to do the exact opposite"? No, that's just bad. It's bad writing. Lashanta said Nina wanted to tell Willow she turned Carly. Ava said no. I mean, I understand it, where Ava's coming from. I guess she's just like, have as much time with your. Listen, I don't think it's right. I think it's kind of stupid, but I'm just like, if it gives her more time with her daughter, all right, cool. Danny's in the chat. What's good, Danny? Danny, I saw you on James' live stream today. JOJ Media's live stream today. Lord B says people are responsible for themselves. Exactly. I get to a point, I get so annoyed when people sit there and blame the platform for people's stupidity. That's why I can't. Autumn says, "Hey Albert, you know how you say you love the Vampire Diaries. Who was your favorite couple? Was it Damon and Elena, or Steph and Elena, my favorite couple?" I mean, I'm not huge on couples, but I love Damon now. Damon was my guy. Damon was my guy. I felt like Dana embraced Elena fully. Stefan wanted to make her human again, and he didn't embrace every aspect of her. He still saw her as the human Elena, and Damon accepted her for all, all she is. So I would definitely sit there and say Damon was the much better match in the end, personally. Ron says so. Albert Daniels stood up there and lied to protect the family and the truth from coming out. Well, he told the truth. He just omitted some stuff. He left out some very key details. That's what wound up happening. So it was kind of like 50-50. What's good, Makai? Thank you for joining. Oh, Makai, you was also on there too. Spider Quick says, I heard a lot of people die from TikTok challenges. I don't know why people are dumb and follow people just for views. Yeah. But that's my whole thing though. It's Spider Quick says also, how was your reaction when you found out Bobby's death? I mean, when you Houston's daughter, or I mean, I didn't really know her daughter too much. Oh, Bobby. Took me a second. I mean, it was sad. I didn't have a huge reaction. I felt bad for the family and everything like that, going through that. So, that's sad and it was tragic. I'll sit there and say that. I know some people were like crying and bawling out their eyes and stuff. Um, I just felt like it was sad. And she lived 70 years going through that disease, and that's not easy on anyone. Joyce is in the chat. How you doing tonight, Joyce? Thank you for joining us. Laura B says, I give Daniel credit for trying to do the right thing, and why not? Yeah, much better than that clown Summer. Lashanta said Daniel did more harm than good. How? I'm curious. You might be right. I'm just very curious. Spike Quick says I'm curious if they're going to kill her off when GH leave or she leaves town. Who leaves? Oh, no, they're gonna do like a funeral thing for her. I can't see them just doing that. I can't see them just like having to move away to another town. Darby's in the chat. Was good, Darby? Yeah, they're not gonna write her up. They're gonna give her a funeral. Um, Ethel's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Ethel? I don't see them doing that. I feel like that would be somewhat disrespectful if they did that. Maybe. Curry says, I wonder if Luke's gonna make a cameo appearance for Bobby's funeral. I feel like if he was gonna come back, that will be the time to come back. I mean, that would be a time I feel like he would want to come back. Let's put it that way. Eagle Fangs in the chat. Eagle Fangs says, good, Albert. I hope in tomorrow's episode, Dex takes Josh with him and disappear from the show. Autumn says, the whole Dex and Michael situation, I think Michael should just tell Sonny the entire truth about Dex working for him and try to get Sonny not to kill Dex. Dex and Michael should just come clean. I guess time will tell. Here's my the problem. The problem is, and I said this in my review. The problem is because we know stuff behind the scene. We know that they're not going to kill off Dex. Okay? We know that they're not going to kill off Dex. So even when he does find out, it's not going to make a difference. It's really not. Like I said, I don't know why Daniel didn't just tell the whole truth. He did not see me with Phyllis. That was Summer. Because if they found out that Summer did it, then she might be in trouble. Thank you, Laura B. Yes, hit that like button. It actually really does help. Gets more people to the algorithm. More numbers show up on here. More numbers show up on Twitter, since I am broadcasting on Twitter. So yeah, it actually really does help. Darby said, I don't know who I like more, Nick or Nicholas. Well, tell me the attributes that you like in both characters. Marsha. What's good, Marsha? Um, Kerry says Sonny needs to retire if he doesn't at least try to kill Dex. Well, the thing is, he's going to look weak if he doesn't. Like I said, I believe Nate is about to team up with Audrey and get one over on Victoria. Unless y'all see something that I didn't. And Marsha says, I like both of them. Kerry says, that's not always true, Robert. They killed Frank Walker and brought back Austin so they could have killed Sonny. They could have Sonny kill Dex and bring him. I guess so. I guess so. That's true. But I don't. They could do that, but the problem is, Kyrie. I don't think it will be accepted. They could do that theoretically. Yes, they could bring it back just to keep on contract wise. Yes, but yes, you're correct about that. For contract wise, yes. Ron said, Albert, I'm surprised that delusional fans didn't harass the actor playing Henry Brown. Um, how do you know they didn't, Ron? How do you know they didn't? I wouldn't put it past them. Ethel says Sonny will not ever kill Dex because he saves Sonny. Yes, that's very true. He does owe him. Gemini says, okay, so Valentine is the one that got the Blackman deal going now. Wow. What I don't understand is why is Sonny Smith there whining to Valentine about I almost got shot. I almost got shot. I'm like, okay, well, you know what kind of line of work you're in. Why are you sitting there like this makes no sense. You sit there, you're like, no. Well, I'm not gonna work with them until they find out who tried to kill me. And then what happens when the next person guns for you? What's good, Brooklyn? Thank you for joining. Eager Phoenix said I knew Lisa will do what she did to Scott today. She really needs to talk to a shrink and work things out with Scotty or stop wasting his time. Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it for just so many reasons. I'm over it. It's so. Hmm. Like at that point, I was like, you know what, lady, kick rocks. Like for real, kick rocks. You're not the only person that lost a child before. And I'm not just saying that that's like some sort of contest, but come on. Autumn says, nah, I read. That's why that Carly's going to find out that Nina turned her in and Drew in for revenge. Nina Carly is going to steal Sunny away from. Hmm. Well, be careful with those spoilers, but that sounds interesting. Freddie's in the chat. What's good, Freddie? Thank you for joining us. How are you doing tonight? Curry says, okay, it's Friday's night SmackDown. Watch reruns of Reba. So good night, everyone. See you in the members live stream tomorrow. Yes, Kyrie, we have a great night. It's always great to see you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well, my friend. Eagle King says in real life, that is the job of the mob. You have to protect the boss from assassins. If it was real life and Sonny found out what Michael and Dex did, both of them would be swimming with the fishes. I'm assuming, yeah, okay. Also, Scott also lost Frank going kiss himself. That's exactly what I'm snitch is saying. It's like she's snitch there trying to act like it's not a contest, but Ron says Days of Lost was great. Always, but please don't want to have a whole yeah, but that's what they're going for. Lashanta said, why is Scott begging her? He lost 3 kids. I don't understand why he's begging her at all. I'm like, at some point, I was like, bro, listen, you need to sit there and man up and take back your balls or something. Like this is insane. You sit there begging this woman to stay with you. Like, what are you nuts? Have some damn pride in yourself. Like for real, have some damn pride in yourself. Lashanta said, why is Scott? Okay. That's right, Gemini. I mean, it's not Sunday yet, but yeah, no, definitely, happy Mother's Day early for all the mothers that are mothers and have to sit there and, in some cases, act like fathers. Marsha says Sonny is questioning Valentine because he told Sonny it would be the best to do business with them. I mean, I get that, Marsha, but my whole thing is like, at the end of the day, he only set it up. Don't go whining to him. You made the deal. You made the deal. Now you're like, oh, people are shooting at me. I'm like, okay, well, that's like you're working with shady people. Like, see, that's my whole thing, Marsha. At the end of the day, the dude was literally just a broker. He was like, yes, it's a good thing to do business because if you don't do it with them, you're gonna have to do it with somebody else. They're gonna do it with somebody else. They're gonna do it with you or without you. But he didn't sit there and say, well, I guarantee you that you're not going to get hurt. You're not going to get harmed. You're not going to sit there and get even so much as a paper cut. That doesn't guarantee your safety. You've been doing this way too long to be sitting there running the Valentine, start whining and complaining. Oh my God, I got shot at. Let me go get my little violin for me and I'll be right back. No. Now Marsha says, I thought Nikolas cannot have any more kids. What do you mean? Well, I mean, no, I need to know what you mean. Hubby says, I guess love makes you do dumb things. I don't know what we're talking about. What's good, Cheyenne? I will, hopefully I'll wake up in time and I'll see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock, right? Gemini says, I get Sunny made the deal, but if you are the reason I'm getting shot at, then we can't do business. Oh, no, 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 no. I get that. I get that. But, I guess my whole thing is like, I get it to some extent as far as like a safety reason. Um, but my whole thing is again, you're going after, you're asking Valentine questions, and you made the deal, right? You don't like getting shot at, okay? No one likes getting shot at. But at this point, he literally sat there and said, Monique said my dad is doing fine. Saw him today. Has to do dialysis for his kidneys and plus he is diabetic. He'll be home on Monday. My thoughts and my prayers go to your dad. All right, Sharon. I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll see you tomorrow for the stream. Watch Sister Albert Nicholas and not Nicholas. Nicole and not Nicholas. Okay. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, well, that was. I can't change it now. All right, but thank you. I could have swore I wrote it differently. No, thank you. Thank you, Marshawn. Last days in the chat was good last day. Thank you for letting me know, though. LaShanta said, why Maggie fight Alex? Who's going to help her run that company? Maybe Xander, I guess. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of stupid, to be honest. Like, this dude was literally sitting there trying. Because here's the thing. The business proposal that Maggie brung out, the dude wasn't accepting it. So he decided to change it around and be, really geared to sitting there getting it back in. And Stephanie was like, no, we're just going to go back with the plan. And all because he slipped up and said that she's new, this is her first time doing business. He was all like, oh, wait, no, I can't do it. That's the very truth. At this point, maybe he's just better off. I don't know what the hell he's going to do at this point, though. Ariana says, hey, Albert, how you doing tonight, Ariana? Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great night. Let's say what's up to Ariana. If Ariana, Gemini says if I can't even trust the person that I'm doing business with, then we can't work together, especially when a bullet is over my head. But see, that's the thing, now, and I get that to some extent, but this is the problem with that. So Pikeman finds out who tried to take out Sonny, right? There's a lot of people that's going after Pikeman. Like at that point, just quit. But my whole thing is like, you work with shady people. You know the risks at this point. This isn't the first time he's worked with somebody shady, bullets flying and everything like that. Unfortunately, that's part of the lifestyle. Bottom line, that's part of the lifestyle. And again, even if he does find out the shooter, what's to stop the next guy from doing that? Monique says Brooklyn should have known that Tracy wanted something in return when Tracy helped out Chase. How long has she know her grandmother? Yes, I mean that's very true. Well, here's the thing, Monique. She knew that she wanted something in return. I don't understand how this. She snipped this thing as espionage. I don't understand how it's espionage, but whatever. I'm just like, your grandmother is going to sit there and try to screw you over. Okay, she's not going to sit there and do something. Like, she loves you way too much to sit there and put you in jail. So I don't understand why she's so. Oh, I can't do it because of principles or morals or something. Um, yeah, no, I get it, Ron. I do. It's I'm not too surprised. It You're exactly right. They do a lot of rinse and repeat. LaShanta said Colin's gonna hurt Paulina. The Colin is a piece of Tracy Steves is in the chat. How you doing tonight, Tracy Steves? Last day says I'm good, Albert. I made my 20th B&B review today. I can't believe it's been 3 weeks so far. Nice. You you are killing it, my friend. You are killing it. I've been good. I got some new wine. Nate is in the chat. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, Big Nate? I'm glad you're good, Tracy Steves. Have a little typo on the screen, so that was kind of annoying. I'm gonna get better at this. I want to make sure I started on time. I don't see the difference. California, the regular one, it seems the same to me. Tracy says, what kind of wine I'm drinking? So it's Moscato, except for it's California. California Moscato. People are sitting there saying that it's even sweeter. I don't see it. It's still good, but um, yeah, sure thing, Cheyenne. Tracy said typos happen. You're doing good. I'm sure you can change. Oh yeah, no, yeah, no. I'm gonna change it afterwards, Tracy. I just, it's just one of those things where it's like you see it and you're just like, because I thought I did it right, but yeah. Now, Tracy C says, Moscato your favorite. Cali Nap. I'm from Cali Nap. Has go. Yeah, Moscato is my favorite. It is. I know white wine is supposed to be good. I never tried it. I don't remember trying it. May try that one day. Brady says God and Willow finally got through to Michael. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, yo, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. She said, would you ever do a wine tasting test? Absolutely. 100% I would do a wine tasting test. Point blank, period. Last day says, Albert, when Hope and Thomas were drinking wine today, I immediately thought of you. Thank you. Thank you, last day. Thank you. Ariana says it was a day and now it's over. Let's drink. Yes, let the drinks begin. Absolutely. Kathleen says still not the wine. I told you. Yeah, no, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look for the wine by my job because there's a wine place by my job. For some odd reason they don't have it where I am. Maybe I can check out another wine place if there's another wine place around me. But if not, I'm gonna check around my chat. I mean around my job. Unless everyone say what's up to Cat Lady. When they said Tracy on G is the same one that condemned people like Sonny and Jason, but she has no problem getting in bed with mobsters. Yeah. Ain't that something? Alicia's in the chat was good. Yes. Moscato is always good. It's always a good day when we have some Moscato. Autumn says I love me some Moscato. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Not gonna lie. Okay, hold on. Let me take another drink. I read this comment. Ron says, Albert, even my friend who watches Bold one show to have a baby and forget about the age thing because this is soap opera and anything's possible. I mean, I know, Ron, I know everything is possible, but just because something's possible doesn't mean that they should do it. It can be possible. It can also be pretty stupid, and it can also be pretty gross. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit there and try to disrespect your friend, but it's pretty weird. It's pretty weird to have your friend want to have Sheila, who's like 70 something years old, have a baby. Like what? Monique said I got drunk off wine taste, and they said just swish in your mouth and spit it out. And I'm like, that exactly, exactly. I know 100%. I was like, yo, when I saw the dude on B&B, like, sipping it and then spitting it out, I was like, yo, you must be out your goddamn mind. I was so mad. I was like, bro, you sitting there wasting wine? Like, what the hell is the matter with you? So she says, have you ever tried a rinsing before? Rising before? No, I never have. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, should have went out and bought another pen at this point. Now, Elise said risings are kind of funny. Now, Tracy says, but if you want to drink the wine, you can at a wine tasting. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing, Tracy. I was like, yo, listen, I don't waste wine. Okay, I don't waste alcohol. That's blasphemy at that point. Lashanta says Nina thought Willow was weak, but she's not. Yeah, she treated Willow like dirt, and now she's sitting there whining about how she doesn't have a relationship with her, and Carly does. And this is the reason why I turned her in because I was jealous. I'm like, well, I'm glad you're actually coming to that. You're starting to become somewhat self-aware. But Tracy says it's a white wine. I think you will like it. They have dry ones and sweet ones. Oh, I love sweet ones. Is that what it's called? Is that what that wine is called? Like Riesling? All right, I'm gonna check that out. Ron says Colin is really creepy and not a likable character. He's not. It's not even so much. I mean, yeah, he's creepy, but the dude is just like my issue is Talia because Talia should be smarter than that, but she just comes across as so desperate and pathetic that it's like it's very hard for me to even sit there and look at her scenes. Lashanta says Diane can't get Carly money on Frozen. Yeah, she's gonna be broke for a while. She better start sitting up there having those damn peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That's what Carly needs to be doing. Uh, Freddie says, I don't know why Brooklyn is scared of telling Chase she pulls strings for her grandmother. Because you know how, Freddie, here's the thing. You know how black and white Chase is. And you know how ungrateful and unforgiving he can be as well. He doesn't see a lot of he when it comes to his Brooklyn, he doesn't understand that Brooklyn does go outside the box and sit there and do stuff to do stuff with people that they love, you know. And I don't even understand. I don't get their pairing. I really don't. Monique says Nick is going to tell Sally he loves her, but he will only because of what Adam said. Yeah, you're probably right. You're most likely right. Autumn says Nina is a freaking diss with few brain cells. Yeah, that's exactly why I said. That's why I coined the name Ninarisms. Tracy said yes, that's what it's called. By there are different kinds. You just say I want the sweet one. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Autumn says reads out sweet white wine. That's so good. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you. Autumn said not peanut butter. Listen, Autumn, I love me a peanut butter jelly sandwich. Okay, I love a peanut butter jelly sandwich, especially when you're a person on a budget. Oh, even if I didn't actually have a budget, I would still love peanut butter jelly sandwiches. But Carly needs some peanut butter, some PB and J. They no one hanging out at the Metro Court or anything like that. Or you better start going to Kelly's. Hey, Autumn, that's where Carly needs to start going. She needs to start going to Kelly's. Trying to use that little family discount that she got going on. Monique says my first impression of Colin was something and the milk ain't clean. I wouldn't trust my. He does come across as slimy as F. But honestly, tell you the truth, Monique, you got Talia that loves him for some odd reason. Which I just said when Diane said he can't represent Carly and Joe, she tried to let her represent Joe. Police said the government can't freeze accounts before it charges. Really? Well, I mean, you do work in a legal field, so you would know. But I guess that's something else that they decided to just um leave out. And Cheyenne, why is Laura Wright overrated? Tracy says, I'm just asking check. I'm just asking, just checking to see if you are still. Oh yeah, 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 I am. I've been so. Actually, tell you the truth, it's funny, Tracy Steve. I want to get a PO box after you set that for a hot minute, because I do have some ideas with a PO box that I can sit there and do. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool. So yeah, I'm definitely going to sit there and do that. I just need, what? Honestly, tell you the truth, I'll look into it. I'm looking into it tonight after I get done with the live stream. And honestly, tell you the truth, Tracy Steve, thank you for even suggesting that, because I'm like, that's actually a pretty cool idea. Yeah, that's a pretty cool idea. And yes, peanut butter jelly sandwich is fire. When you listen, you get you some Skippies and some good jelly or that strawberry stuff, you are golden. I kind of want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich now. Ron said the reason why my friend wants her to have a baby just to get under everyone's skin. I mean, that's cool, but it also seems kind of, like a gross reason to do it. It's like, here's the thing. Um, I could be a dick, okay? But there's certain levels that even I wouldn't go. Autumn says Carly and Drew are boring. They don't do anything for me. Snooze. Jay Blue's in the chat. What's good, Jay Blue? Please say get a PO box. I may send you something. No, I do actually want to get a PO box. I'm gonna look into it after I get off the stream and see how that goes. It's really fun because there's actually a post office like right in my town, like not even that far from me. So I definitely want to sit there and get a PO box. And no, seriously, in all honesty, Tracy Steve, thank you for even suggesting that. 'Cause I didn't even think about that before. You know, it's really odd because even James got a PO box, and I'm just like, why the hell did I not actually get a PO box? Then he says, "Will Nicholas ever return?" Oh, he's. Oh, nice. This week, one of them is that's Danny. James is my guy. James is my guy. The amazing Janet's in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Janet. The one and only amazing Janet is here, ladies and gentlemen. Tracy says, yes, sure, yeah. I, I, I kind of want to get a peanut butter. I kind of want to sit there and do like a peanut butter jelly sandwich right now. Like I'm being dead ass serious. I may actually get it tomorrow though. And it says PB and J fixes everything. You damn right it does. Now Monique says, Tracy ever tried peanut butter with banana and marshmallows fluff is so I have not tried that. Becky D, let's everyone say what's up to Becky D. How have you been, my friend? You have been missed in this chat. You know, it's funny because Karius was also sent to ask about you. So you missed him. He was here earlier. Clear said I have one. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely want to sit there and yeah, I definitely want to sit there and get a PO box. Oh, excuse me. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Becky says missed you all a bunch. Becky D, we missed you as well. Yes, yes, Monique, she has definitely been missed. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool. Oh, this definitely needs some more hot sauce. It definitely needs some more hot sauce. Let's just pour some hot sauce. I gotta see what I gotta see what other kind of hot sauce they got at my job or by my supermarket. Whoa, whoa, there's a problem. Whoa, hey, whoa, a lot of hot sauce. That ain't good. And Jimmy says, remember the old Nikolas left the show. That's very true. Becky D said, I've been Colorado trees, apple trees are blooming now. That's what's up. Ariana said, yeah, the hot sauce is out. I'm not gonna lie, like an idiot, I was sitting there just like, where's the hot sauce? I'm like, there's nothing coming out. And I looked at the bottle, I was like, oh, okay. Alicia, have a good night. Folks, have a date. Have fun, Alicia. Thank you for joining. It is always great to see you in the chat. Trish said, Albert, look like your hot sauce have you tired. Different kinds. Or have you ever tried different? No, actually, to tell you the truth, Tracy Steve, this is actually the first hot sauce that I've actually tried. I was never a huge hot sauce person. Yep, I had a hot sauce. I was never a huge hot sauce person. And you know, it was a couple of times. I think a couple of people mentioned it. Brock mentioned it. DC mentioned it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll try it out. I think it was just bland at the time. Becky DC said, Albert, when you get a PO box, I have some hot sauce. Yes, thank you. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to getting a PO box. I should have got this a long time ago, to be honest. I should have got a PO box a long time ago. Alicia said I will not be good. Okay, all right. least it's going to be a bad girl tonight. Okay. All right. I can rock with that. Lashanta says Sunny tried to do good. Ava's evil. Autumn said, hell yeah, I can't wait till Ava and Nina get theirs. Ava has no right to laugh at anyone, considering the only reason she is still alive is because of Avery, considering what she did to Morgan. Yep. What she did to Morgan, well, definitely Morgan, but also, there was also Connie. Lashanta said, look, everyone, everything Ava did, Carly put up with her for Avery. That's right, Joyce. You're going to be a bad girl tonight. Okay. Ariana says Ava better hope she doesn't get some blowback smoke when Nina get found out. Yeah, when she gets found out, yes. Where else my pen at? Monique says I would try Tiger's sauce. Google it. Okay, I will. Thank you, Monique. I definitely will. Catley says Michael better blackmail Sonny with a video. Yes, it's funny. I was saying that in my review. I was saying the exact same. And yeah, Monique, I'm definitely going. That's why I wrote that down. Definitely going to look that up. Yeah, Cat Lady. I said that in my review. I said the exact same thing. Daisy Flowers in the chat. Ava is also responsible for AJ getting killed. Yeah, that's true. Well, Sonny did pull the trigger, but yeah. And how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight, Daisy Flower? Thank you for joining us. Jay Blue says, I laughed when Ava told Nina that she's getting away with murder, and I thought just like you, Ava. Yes. Very true. Very true, Jay Blue. Becky said, ooh, Tiger sauce on that. Some serious business. Oh, okay. So it's super strong. Okay. Jess is in the chat. What's good, Jess? Let's everyone say what's up to Jess. How you doing tonight? Hope you had a great day. Corey is in the chat. Corey here in Louisiana. We love hot sauce. You know, Louisiana, I want to sit there and go to at some point. I also want to go to New Orleans. I really want to go to New Orleans for some odd reason. I don't know why. Well, I know why I want to go to New Orleans. W says people think Sonny killed AJ all by himself, but as sure as Sunday, Ava pointed Sonny at. Yeah, no. Ava definitely has some responsibility with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Sonny pulled the trigger. That's on him. But Ava has something to do with that, though, as well. Sad thing is that he promised Michael that he wouldn't do it, and then he went out and he shot and killed AJ. Autumn says Ava is also responsible for getting Kiki killed when she was complaining to Ryan. Yeah, I can't. I mean, to some extent, I get that, like that somewhat thinking, but I can't put that on Ava. Ryan is just a whole source of. Tracy says Louisiana has bomb food, boy, and yeah, I'm kind of like I do want to check it out. Now, Catley says me too. I've been New Orleans. Catley, let me ask you a question. Did you know that I wanted to go to New Orleans because of Klaus or because of the originals? Be honest. Let me know, Cat Lady, if you knew I want to go there because of the originals. Ariana says you would have fun in New Orleans. I want to go. I want. Here's the thing. I want to do a trip. I want to do a trip next year. I don't know if I want to go to the UK. I kind of want to go. If I go to UK, I'm gonna have to get a passport. So Ariana says you would. Okay. And Cat Lady said, of course you want to. Oh, Cat Lady, you know me so well. I am seriously honored by that. That's what I was gonna say. This I was like, that is kind of a stretch. Well, no, Cat Lady, we're not blaming her fully. Just nothing to say she's innocent on that. But yeah, no, Cat Lady, you know me very well, and I appreciate that. Autumn says love the Marty praise. Tracy says boys sandwich is what I meant. Oh, and Tracy said yes, do the UK, you will love it. That's what I want to do. I want to do that next year. I just have to get a passport at this point now. So I gotta get a passport. I gotta sit there and set some money aside. So Jonathan is in the chat. Let's everyone say what's up to Jonathan. How you doing tonight, my friend? Jay Blue says grilled alligator tastes better than fried alligator if you choose to try it in New Orleans. I heard the gumbo. See, this is Monica Smith is saying I love New Orleans. Some of the best gumbo I've ever tasted in my life. So lots of them they in New Orleans, but I was like, who cares? Do you, boo? Harry Hannah says, if you go, let me know. That is my old stopping grounds in Baton Rouge. Then they filmed the. Yes, 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 yes. I remember that. I remember you told me that. I was like, I wouldn't be too surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised. Also, I heard that place is like really good for a tax write-off for like TV shows. So there's that. And it also just makes sense. I'm like, listen, you're gonna do a show in like New Orleans. Let's keep it 100. God, I miss that show every day. Oh, I hate CW. I have all those nice and warm and fuzzy feelings of nostalgia come to me, and then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot CW. Now Kelly said Ava only pulled one trigger, the others. Well, that was on. No, no, that's true. We're just going to saying it's like she did point Sonny in that direction. Sonny made his choice, so that's just point blank. Period. Um, Freddie says karma for Ava and Nina. Nina's secret of being revealed that when she was the one that tipped off. Oh yeah, it's listen. We are all waiting for that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still waiting for the Gladys one first. Though. Gladys needs to get hers like yesterday. W says the really messed up part is both Sonny and Ava both walk through the Q match anytime they want, despite killing Monica's son, and that's only because of Michael. Nobody do that and gets away with it. Yeah, yeah, ain't that? Yeah, you're exactly right, Darby. Ain't that a? Johnson says, I think Michael's too late to reverse his plan to son. Why do you say that for? Lashanta said, do anyone remember when Sonny is supposed to have died? Ava and Nicholas talked down to Carly like she was nobody. Have a good night, Joyce. Thank you for joining as always. It was great to see you. I really appreciate you being here. So I hope I get to see you in the next one. And happy Mother's Day. Kelly said, yes, Hope ruined everything in my clouds. Yeah, she did, Cat Lady. And yet in the legacies, it's like people just forgave her for That and everything else. I'm not gonna lie, Cat Lady. I didn't like her because of that. Even in every episode of Legacies, I was like, you do realize that you got your parents killed, right? Like that, every time I saw her, I just kept sitting there thinking, I'm like, this chick literally got her parents killed because she was just self-centered. That is very true, Jonathan. You're actually exactly right. He could go rogue. You'd be like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out. I want to sit there and keep knocking boots of jaws. Autumn said, I know I missed the originals too. Cammy and Klaus were my favorite because she made Klaus a better person. It seemed really cool shooting that show in New Orleans. Autumn, that was my show. But it's funny, Autumn. I mean, a lot of people were just like, oh, I want Caroline with Klaus. I want Caroline with Klaus. I'm like, I don't think that that actress is coming back. Listen, she didn't come back in a show she was supposed to be on. Yeah, she wasn't going to come back on that show. Cat Lady says, me too, Albert, me too. I hated to see her face. I, uh, that's really all I got for that character. Now, Cat Lady, here's what I will sit there and say. As much as I didn't like her, and I truly didn't like her, the next to the last episode of that show, Legacies, I respected the hell out of her. As much as I didn't like the selfish BS that she did, and I couldn't forgive her, she showed her Michelson side, and I thought she was pretty awesome. I'll say that much. Freddie says, Avery, you better hope Sonny doesn't have. It's like you knew who tipped over. Oh no, Freddie. According to Nina, everything's gonna be fine. Yeah, she was like, "Oh, Sonny's still gonna love me." What's good, Joshua? Thank you for joining. I hope you are well. It's always good to see you in the chat. No, I don't want to do. Joshua says you look like the CW will be born next season. Yeah. You know what? In all reality, Jonathan, once my shows are gone, like once Superman and Lois is gone, Flash is gone, Riverdale's gone, I have no reason to watch the CW. I have zero reason to watch the CW. I'll tell you this much, and I know this is a far stretch. I really don't want to watch anything, well, except for the Flash. But after that, I don't want to watch anything that Warner Brothers does ever, unless they somehow bring back like a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. That is the only way I will ever give Warner Brothers another chance. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. And that's just me being super petty, and I don't care. Ariana says Sunny will find out if it was Martin, and go from there. I mean, he got Brick. I don't know why he doesn't use Spinelli, but he got Brick. So Johnson says I'm switching to sci-fi. I, it's funny, Jonathan. I mean, there was some stuff on the Sci-Fi Channel I used to watch, Jonathan. I think the last show I think I watched on the Sci-Fi Channel was Being Human, the American version, and the British version too. That was like the last show I watched on the Sci-Fi Channel, which I love both of them. Onyx says I saw one scene of the original when Klaus and some woman who was a werewolf, and Klaus was telling her to fight. Is was it who was that woman? Oh, Haley. Yeah, Haley. Haley Marshall. That was the show back then. That was the show back then. Jesus Christ. W says they said the CW will cancel this man Lois to keep this new trash. Oh hell no. I mean, yeah, well, here's the thing, Darby. To be fair, I haven't watched Gotham Knights. So I can't sit there and say it was trash. Because I didn't watch it. But to be fair, also, I'm like, listen, I saw Gotham once on Fox. I'm good. I'm good. I don't. Cat Lady says, damn, I missed them. Miss what, Cat Lady? What do you miss? I did talk about two shows. One was the originals, and another show was called Being Human. Hmm. Do you know, Jonathan, I would not be. Oh, okay, yeah. I missed that show too. Like I said, Cat Lady, I was like, yo, listen, I don't want to watch another CW property or another Warner Brothers property until they fix that. So I guess I'll just be waiting forever because I have like zero interest. And of course, Cat Lady, you can't forget about my guy Elijah. You cannot forget about my guy Elijah. Uh, J says frog and rabbits taste like chicken to me. I won't eat them again. Oh, okay. Um, to be fair, I never actually had it, so I can't even sit there um and say anything about it. Ariana says I couldn't get in, I couldn't go into Gotham. Yeah, what, Ariana? You mean Gotham Knights or Gotham? The show that came out a couple years ago, or this new whatever the hell this is? Monique says if Sunny does find out it was Martin, watch Martin, throw Laura in her face. Oh yeah, I can. You're right, Monique. I can totally see that. Yeah, Cat Lady. Elijah was my guy. You know what's really funny, Cat Lady? Before Klaus came in, the show that before he came in, Elijah was that dude. Elijah was that. You go back and you watch some scenes with when he first came to town. That dude was a total badass. Johnson says Warner Brothers is really not to blame for what happened on the CW is next star. Hmm. Well, Jonathan, I thought it was Warner Brothers. Okay, so my original thought from what people listening to saying was that they decided to get rid of a lot of shows to make it cheaper and to make it more appealing for Nexstar to buy the network. It's like they want to clean house and make sure that their catalog was somewhat clear to give room for Nexstar to make it easier for them to sit there and purchase it. So if I'm wrong, please, please, please tell me that now, Jonathan. Toby said, "Did you know the new movie Air just dropped on Prime today?" No, what is that movie? I'm gonna look that up. Autumn says, "But Nina is delusional, like you said, Albert, and Nina-risms. I used to be a huge Riverdale fan. I was so pro Betty and Jughead, Betty and Archie is Riverdale doesn't make much sense anymore." It doesn't. Here's the thing, Autumn. Here's what I will sit there and say. The reason why this is throwing me off is because they went back to their comic book roots. Okay, so I'm not used to the whole time and the place that they're in. If they would have um started the show off, in the 1950s or whatever, it would have made more sense, and I think it would have been easier for me to adjust to. But because they left it in present time for so long, and they decide now, oh, we're going to sit there and go back to um the 1950s, go back to the roots. It was like, well, what are you doing? I don't like this is just weird at this point. Ariana says the original was a couple years ago. I am damn sure not interested in whatever that mess is now. Oh, you mean Legacy? You mean Legacies? Uh Now Danny just says it available. I don't know what that means. Kelly says, yes, remember he had everyone on VD. Yes. Okay, so you know. You know, Cat Lady. You know. Yeah, I said that dude was just I still remember his intro like it was yesterday. He just walked in, he had his own like the original music and everything like that, and he was just a total badass. Like he was the first person that they just couldn't sit there and just kill. And he was able to control out the vampires. I was like, who is this dude? And can we actually have more of him? Tracy says, I like the movie Air. It's about Nick singing Michael Jordan. Ah, okay. Now Johnson says for the clean house, you can blame Warner Brothers, but CBS also shared that blame for everything happening. Now it's all next up. Okay. All right. You know what? Here's the thing. Okay. I'm glad you did clear it up, Jonathan, because honestly, to tell you the truth, my focus was clearly on Warner Brothers. So it's kind of a shared thing, unfortunately. Damn, that sucks. Autumn says Legacy's not as good as the originals. No, of course not. I just tell you, Autumn, I don't even know if that. I get the idea that they want to sit there and try to do their own thing and everything like that, but it they went too far left. Okay, there's nothing wrong trying to carve out your own niche, but they changed the tone. It felt so disconnected from everything that happened before. It literally made no sense. And uh, there was just so much stuff that just didn't work that should have worked. I'm not gonna lie. I almost felt like they want to purposely sabotage that show. Like no one could actually sit there and look at that and be like, "Yep, we're gonna do Monsters of the Week." That's gonna make sense. Everyone says yes. That's yes. What is that? Thank you, Blackmon. Thank you. No, I really do appreciate that. Thank you. In all reality, I feel like it's everyone that does this for me that makes these live streams so fun. You know, I don't even know where we are on the live. Seriously though, do hit the like button. Oh, okay, so we got 21 likes. We got 30 people in the chat. If you are enjoying the stream, hit the like button. It really does actually help. It really does. We get new people in all the time, and that's because people are hitting that like button. And it is pushing it up to the algorithm. No. Well, I mean, to be fair, Autumn, I was never like I'm not really a sports person, so Freddie says, Anina, your own daughter doesn't like you. I mean, who the hell can blame him? Who the hell can blame her? She treated her like dirt. Freddie says Nina shouldn't even listen to Ava most of the. I'm still trying to figure out that whole ass backwards idea, reverse psychology or something. Darby said what sucks with Stargirl getting canceled when it was just Darby. I love Stargirl, but you know, here's the thing, Darby. Stargirl is so good because it's not. It was not made by the CW. It was made by HBO Max. I know they're calling it Max. No one cares. Um, it was made by HBO Max, so that's why Stargirl and Superman Lois look so much better than stuff like The Flash and Supergirl and. Ugh. Johnson says, no, if Comcast does end up buying Warner Brothers, we could be seeing DC content on NBC and Sci-Fi. Hmm. I wonder how that would look. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I'm with it for the most part, Jonathan. But I do remember Constantine being on NBC, and Constantine should have been more darker, in my personal opinion. Danny says, have you not watched CW for a long time? In my favorite. Oh no, Danny. One Tree Hill is my show. You kidding me? Brooke, Lucas, Haley, Scott. I mean Nathan. That was my show right there. That was my show. My friend actually got me into that show. Cameron says, I've been here since I hit the like button at 18. Have a good one. Have a good one, Tamara. Thank you for joining. Ariana, you are a blessing. Thank you so much. Oh my God, thank you. Cheers to the originals. We miss you all. Yes. You know what's really funny, Ariana? All the Vampire Diaries, the originals, all that stuff wouldn't be possible without Twilight. Ain't that something? Without Twilight, it would not have been like all that other stuff. Team Wolf, it wouldn't have been possible. Jay Blue says, and then I was thinking the same. Okay, Pokemon. Justin says, and resident villain Dan Scott. Yes, and his wife, who I think was in his wife at the time. I actually found out later on that she actually did do like adult movies back in the day. I can't remember her name, but I remember looking. I remember looking at her all the time. I remember looking at Dan's wife and just being like, "Uh, this chick kind of got a porn star body. Like, what's what's up with that?" Then I found out that well, she was actually in adult movies. Nobody says I hate the fact that HBO Max is getting rid of these shows just to be streamlined for the big sellouts of the corporations. Yeah, me too. And I love how you calling it HBO Max, not Max. No, we're not going to change that. And thank you again, Ariana. Thank you. And he says, "What does Josh go to school? Go to school? Like what or where?" Autumn said Twilight was the ish, and so was Hunger Games. Yes. You know, here's the thing, Autumn. There was obvious things that there was things that was obvious. Yeah, I don't really plan on watching that, Cheyenne. I mean, there was things that was obviously bad about Twilight, like the dialogue. Um, but you know, they took a lot of stuff from Twilight to make all the other shows cool. And the second one was a lot better. Ariana says it's funny about Twilight because the books were out for a moment before the movies were made. Oh, I remember that, Ariana. When I used to work at the bookstore and Twilight came out, they used to have like book discussions. They used to have T-shirts. You know, it was either Team Edwards or Team Jacob, and I was Team Jacob. Okay, I love the Wolf Pack. Okay, that was me. That was me. I was Team Jacob. Autumn says love Peyton and Lucas. Babe, one yes. Oh, you wasn't into Brooke. What's her name? Brooke something. Freddie says when I saw a 15-minute previous Monday when Charles said to Dex, I'm going for you. Hmm. Solomon's in the chat. What's good, Solomon? Dave says it's a. Oh, it will be. It will be. Trust me. It's gonna. It's gonna. Here's the thing, Dave. It's not just the shows. People think that it's just the soap opera shows. It's not. It's going to affect everything. Diane says it's funny because about Twilight because the books. Oh yeah, I read that. Autumn said, "Were you ever?" No, that's the thing. Autumn, I was never able to get into like magic stuff. I couldn't get into magic stuff um until the Vampire Diaries came out. Justice says, "What did you ever think of Alex being fired by Matt?" I think he tried to do that. I think he tried to salvage the deal, and I think that Maggie deal just wasn't as appealing. Um, so in some ways, I do feel bad for Alex. I'm like, this is one of the very few tries. I mean, the few times that he did seem like um he was actually trying to do something good, and Maggie was not a business person, not really, not a corporate business person. Ariana says Twilight got better as the movies progressed. I actually read the books about 5 years before the movies came out. Loved the books. Yeah, Ariana. Well, here's the thing: the first movie, they didn't believe in the movie. Um, they didn't believe in the movie, which is why the special effects was so terrible. And then when the first movie made so much money, the special effects got way better. Um, and it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, cool. So now you're actually going to sit there and put a budget into it. When he says Joss is trying to prove she's ride or die for her man, but the question she can ride with him, but is she willing to die for him? Hmm. You know, now I think about it, it makes me think about Allie from Days of Our Lives. Because they made Josh a mini Carly. But with Allie, they just made her a ditz and an idiot. Solomon says that this has probably been one of the most underwhelming weeks of YNR for Harmony and Malcolm. Don't watch one episode and y'all missed them. I wasn't, I didn't really know Harmony. They didn't really talk about her backstory or anything like, well, they did, but it was okay. It could have been better. It could have been, whatever. It wasn't as good. It was it had certain parts. Yeah, I couldn't get into Harry Potter. Somebody actually, I think one of my uncles gave me the book, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. And then I tried watching the movies, and I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I couldn't sit there and watch people with the wands doing this and that, and I was just like, nah. You got the Vampire Diaries and originals. You got witches like snapping people's necks just by doing this. I can't go back to um wands and sticks. Yeah, no, I watch I think here's the thing, Cheyenne. I think I watched the last one. The one that had Anna Nicole in it. I watched that one. I think that was actually the only um Naked Gun that I watched. People says, the sad thing, well, it's not even sad. I actually did like that movie, A Vampire in Brooklyn, with Eddie Murphy. There were some really funny parts in that movie. Dead ass serious. Also heard somebody also heard that somebody got hurt or somebody got killed in that movie. Like an extra or somebody like legit got killed or hurt. Deja Flaw says something needs to be interge- integrational, and without characters you lose them and you lose viewers. Not everyone is invested in Sabrina. Johnson says maybe if they bring Sydney back from days, she might be more like a mini Sammy. Yeah, because I was just like, yo, y'all are y'all are wilding. Um, like she just seemed like so much of a disappointment. I'm like, you have so many these different family members, and you just made her an idiot. Yeah, Jay Blue, I love that movie. I love that movie. It's funny. It's now I think about it, I gotta sit there and see if I can find that movie on YouTube. Now, Deji Flaw says being online, you would think that Josh is the most hated character, but online is such a small percent. I want to read the other comment again. I'm not ignoring anyone's comment. I just want to read that one again. Deji Flaw says Sunny needs to. Oh, soaps need to be integrational, and without characters, you lose them and you lose viewers. Not everyone is invested in Spring. I understand why though. Like they're the hot new ticket. You know, they're on magazines. People are really hyped about it, and I think you haven't seen that sort of fandom in a very long time. So I do understand that. I mean, I don't think that they're putting them too front and center where they're like pushing everyone else in the background though. So she says yes, Eddie. Oh, okay. Yeah, I heard, but I also heard that there was a lawsuit though, right? I don't know. I got to sit there and look into that, Tracy Steves. Monique says my favorite scene from. See, Monique, this is why I rock with you. This is why I rock with you. The minute that you wrote half of that sentence, I was like, she's gonna say the damn church scene. She's gonna say that damn church scene. Jesus Christ, I love that scene. China says cryptocurrency is dangerous in short-term way of earning money. Yeah, well, I mean, it's true, but you do got a lot of you got a. I hate saying that word, influencers. You do got a lot of YouTubers and stuff like that that will push that like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, Darby said Charlie Murphy wrote. Really? He wrote Vampires in Brooklyn? Hmm. Odd, Darby. I mean, I don't. It's not like I don't believe it. It's just like I remember one time, um, Charlie Murphy did a stand up. He did a stand up show, and it was not funny. It was not funny at all. It was actually pretty bad. But he was funny as hell on the Chappelle show. So I'm like, maybe he can deliver lines better than he can actually write them. I don't know. Tracy said there could have been a lawsuit. I'm not sure, but being stunt double is just. Oh yeah, no, without a doubt. That says that I have no idea how. I don't either. I don't want to sit there and say I'm not interested in it, but I wouldn't sit there and like be putting money into it though. I wouldn't be doing that at all. The U says I like Sabrina, but I don't see the romance chemistry. Is it more? It is more friend energy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. You know, for me, when it comes towards Sabrina, which I hate saying that name, but when it comes towards that, for the sake of this conversation, I don't really care one way or the other. Like for me, I'm just like, listen, if they're doing something fun and interesting, I'm with it. The Haunted Star stuff was fun, so I enjoyed them for the most part. Yes, R.I.P. Charlie Murphy. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't care one way or the other. You know, because I'm not gonna lie, there's times where they got those two together, and like Trina would just pull out the most cringe-worthy dialogue I've ever seen, and it makes it so difficult. Like when they were on a haunted star and they were about to sit there and knock boots, I felt like I felt like it was dangerously close to Twilight dialogue. Like it was legit that bad. I was like, wow. I know y'all trying to do this whole Romeo and Juliet thing, but this is not working. This is like painful. Now Monique said necessary evil. Well, that no. Monique says necessary evil. Well, that don't make no sense. Evil is necessary. That's like plaid and stripe. Well, then they go together with evil. You know, it was really funny, Monique. When you start to think about it, it's funny, Monique, because you know he's saying that as a joke, right? And Wall Smith they're laughing, but you go back and you're like, he's not entirely wrong. I think that's honestly, tell you the truth, Monique. On top of the fact that it's so funny, it's also one of those things where it's like he's not entirely wrong. Like when you stop and you go back, because now I think about it. Thank you, Monique, because I'm gonna sit there and watch that tonight before I go to bed. Um, when you go back and you really and you like think about the stuff that he's saying, it's like he's not. As weird as it sounds, he's not entirely wrong. You know, Jen says I was not politic. He's yeah. I mean, I don't. You're right, Shine. I don't. Daisy Flowers says not all Sunny Kid were against Nina, but when that SEC comes, oh yeah, yes, 100% Daisy Flowers, and it's funny too because I don't even think that Christina actually gave Christina. Christina didn't even give Nina that much smoke. Really did. Well, what I didn't know until Josh says something is that Christina and Josh don't talk anymore. Like they're not friends anymore, and I can understand why. But it's just kind of weird though. I wish that they had more scenes with Lexi and the actress that played Josh because I actually really like their scenes together. Nita says I'm doing an Uncle Victor until next pray. Victoria is in the chat. What's good, Victoria? I like speaking about the scenes. He gave Trina a pat on the back as he left ways. Laura and Esme was off me. If that is love, if that is the love of your life. No. I'm gonna watch it tonight, actually. I'm gonna watch it tonight. Thank you for reminding me, Jonathan. Have a good night, Anita. Thank you for joining. Darby says, well, he did, and being Eddie Murphy's brother is a big foot in the door in the comedian business. Sometimes you can write comedy well, act it well, but cannot do stand up. No, that's true. That's true. You have a very good point. You have a very good point. I just remember Smith Day being like, it is. It threw me off a little bit, because I've seen him in so much stuff where he's just hilarious. But yeah, there's more to stand up than just writing a joke and its delivery. And he says another million subscribers join the fun. Yes, I'm look forward to it then. Look forward to watching it now. Well, I was gonna watch it anyway, but now since you're saying this, saying like I'm really looking forward to it. When he says the one family you ever heard anything about is the Wayne's brothers. Yeah. Daisy Flower said TJ gave Nina smoke. Yes, yes, he did. Yes, he did, Daisy Flower. When Nina was like, okay, thank you, TJ. And my dude was like, no, it's Dr. Kurt, it's Dr. Ashford. Okay. You put a damn doctor in front of that. My dude was, you damn right, Daisy Flower. My dude was not playing. J Blue says Wayne Brothers had bad press. Hmm. I don't know if they had bad press. I just think that there's stuff that just really didn't work out. Like the way that they canceled the Wayne's brothers without even telling them. Darby says another million subs is going to be a crowd in here. It's going to be fun now. It's going to be fun. We're growing now, and that's the thing. We are growing. We are getting there, and that's because of everyone here. I'm not, what I'm saying. Like when I say that, I mean I truly do mean that. It's the likes. If anyone shares the videos, that helps. You know. So it's pretty much everyone here. Jamila says, I love when Adam told Nick, you don't even love Sally. but want to put her what she wants to tell her what she can and cannot do. Yeah, I had to agree with that, Gemini. Danny says just wanna what? Just wanna what? I don't understand. Daisy Flowers in I mean De Haviland's in the chat. How you doing, De Haviland? Oh yeah, yeah, that was true. I do remember that. Oof. You know, it's really messed up. Daisy Flower. I actually did like that show a lot. Let you know. Oh, okay, nice. Okay, I'm gonna check it out then. Was good. Was good. Wink, wink. Yeah, but that's the thing. Daisy Flower. I actually did like that show, Lethal Weapon, and it does, and it did kind of suck though. You know. No, I don't. Ashanta said, "Albert, do you remember Hannah?" Um, no, no. Who's Hannah? Oh, and Miss Gee's in the chat. What's good, Miss Gee? I saw you in there. I was like, Miss Gee is in the chat tonight. How you doing tonight, Miss Gee? Johnson says one of the first shows to air on this WB network was called Muscle. It was a soap opera. I do remember that, Jonathan. I am that old enough to remember that. Ugh, ugh. I didn't know what it was supposed to be, John. You know, my whole thing is like when I watched that show, a lot of stuff went over my head. It was just well, some stuff. Okay, well, some stuff went over my head when I watched Married with Children. Which, to be fair, I should have never been watching that. I like that. I like that analogy, Miss Green. Bobby says they always said between Sean and Martin. I mean, Sean and Marlon Wayans. Everybody thinks Sean is the more intelligent one, but in reality, Marlon, that one, the most like his older brother. Yeah, I don't even. You know, that's the thing, Darby. I don't even see the brother anymore. Sean. I still see Marlon. You know, he's still doing stuff like the hell. He's still doing stuff like stand up and everything like that. So Jay Blue says, Miss Key, the usual Nina-risms. Yes, Nina-risms. Let's get that name popular. I'm being dead ass serious about that. Yeah, Deja Fly. That was my show. You know, it's really weird though, Deja Fly. I didn't think that that show could work for a TV show because I used to watch the movies. I was like, a TV show, I don't really know. And then I watched it. I was like, yo, this show is great. It's just, you know, it's unfortunate, Daisy Fly, because it's like a lot of the stuff behind the scene, like a lot of background drama, is what wound up getting that show partially canceled. I don't know how Training Day was, the TV show, but I'm like, listen, you can't. I feel like with Training Day, you couldn't make a TV show out of that. Like the show was just way too gritty, you know. Freddie said Tracy always up to something, but I'm loving it. I'm glad to see Janet. Yeah, it's good to see her. She, you know, for me personally, she has her hits and misses. Um, there's times that she could be funny. There's times she could be kind of annoying. Um, Victoria says, "Does anyone think Chase will be extremely upset?" Yeah, absolutely. You know, he he's definitely gonna be upset. J Blue says, "I always thought Sean was hotter than Marlon, but damn, but Damon was my dude." Didn't they have what was the other one that did Keenan? Didn't he do that movie A Low Down Dirty Shame? 84 says they have reruns on soaps There are reruns of soaps on TV. Shannon says bad things happen to good people and good things happen to bad people these days. Yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that, Nikisha. Nick for why not needs to be honest with himself and Sally. He doesn't love her. That's why I don't understand. That's why I was. That's why I don't understand. What the thing is, Monique. Here's the thing. I feel like with Nick, he loves her, but he's not in love with her. Those are two different feelings. Those are two different sets of emotions. Gemini says Kevin paid the way so his sister can work behind the cameras, writing and producing. Yeah, I actually like that movie. Low down dirty shame. Low down dirty shame. Lashanta said Nick's using Sally and Sally's using Nick. XX is in the chat. What's good, XX? Darby says Drew is wishy washy. Now he says he can go get the cues to use it. Ain't that something, Darby, when he stormed off after sitting there laying out Ned on the ground? But he's like, oh, I want to sit there and use the Q's lawyers. You just walked out like you didn't need them. So like what are you talking about? And X is in the chat. Um Wink Wink says speaking of movies made into TV shows, they're doing it. Yes. A Harry Potter one that I don't really care about, but I know people will. Twilight show, not needed, we need original content. See, here's the problem with that Wink Wink. When we do get original, because and this is always this back and forth argument, right? We need new content, we need new movies, we need new TV shows. People people rarely invest into original stuff. They'd much rather go with something that's already made, a reboot or remake, than go with something that is original. People just they don't trust their own they don't take chances anymore. And if they don't take chances, they're not gonna sit there and watch anything original. That's just the bottom line. It sucks, but that's just how people are. Just a short answer for that, because I know a lot of people sit there and say we need new original stuff. It's like, yeah, you can, and then you better hope that hope that people watch it. When he says Albert Keen Ivy Rains did a movie with Steve Seagal called Rimler Man. I gotta check that out. Unless, because yeah, here's the problem with Steven Seagal is that like later into his movies, they were crap. Um, but if it was early, if it was like the early '90s, early '80s, I'll definitely watch it. Autumn says I love Slow Down to Shame, but I don't care if Dex is annoyed with Michael. Dex just say it's up to Michael. Yeah, exactly. That's why I didn't understand. I was like, bro, you was literally listening to this. I was like, no, what it's up to him if you want to sit there and do it. And I'm like, okay, well now why are you sitting there whining and complaining for? Jay Blue says I find it annoying that the studios don't do personal stuff. Joshua says I have an idea for original content. Yeah, I do remember you were sitting there saying something about you was talking about like a supernatural soap opera. Because I still do remember that. Jay Blue says I find it annoying. Oh, I just read that. Jay Blue says, what's the point of these writers going to school for? See, that's the XX. It was hit and miss. It was hit and miss. It was kind of like, yeah, it was hit and miss. It was kind of hard to sit there and say. Some stuff did better than others. Days was actually pretty good. The rest were kind of up and down for the most part. The problem Yes, see, I didn't remember the name, but I do remember the supernatural soap opera. The problem with that is that again, you have something original, and then people may not go to it, right? So you also gotta be careful where you put this stuff out. Apple TV does like original stuff, and for the most part, their stuff is pretty good. But it really does come down to if people are going to invest in something like that. And given people's track records, they generally don't. People will generally go for a reboot, a remake, a sequel before they go out with something new. And when it comes towards money and investors, show business is big money. Even like a really small project will cost a lot of money. And if they don't feel like they can make the money back, then they're not going to do it. So, unfortunately, when it comes to stuff like that, you kind of got to blame the people, not really so much as the studios because it's a proven track record that people don't generally tend to flock to stuff um that is original. You don't give stuff a chance anymore. That's the bottom line. Victoria says, "I like Seagal's Under Siege." Oh yeah, no, Victoria. Here's the thing. His early movies are great. That's what Snitch is saying. When Darby Snitch is talking about the Gremlin Man, if it's like back in the 80s and 90s or whatever, I'm cool with it. You know, I'm cool with it. It's his stuff that he has now. This is stuff he started doing later on. Jay Blue says the fashion and I'm gonna get you sucker was great. Remember the fishbowl. Hmm. Jay Blue says that's why I like independent films. Yeah, independent. Yeah, I watched some independent films back in the day. Not a lot, but a few. Though. It's just one of those things where it's like, unfortunately, Jay Blue, like, I would love something new. Well, I also do love my reboots, my remakes, but I would love something new. Um, unfortunately, it's like it's very hard to untrain people in their behaviors, and if you don't have a large enough amount of people that's going to sit there and watch something, it's just not good for anyone. Queen Nikisha's in the chat. What's good, Nikisha? Lobby says Alias was a good show. That's I can't remember her name now. Can't remember her damn name. Jennifer Gardner. Nikisha, oh wow, we're talking about I'm gonna get you sucker wild. That was my dad's favorite. Now XX says only Steven Seagal movies I like is The Devilish Man. Oh no, XX, that's not Steven Seagal. That is with Wesley Snipe and Sylvester Stallone. Thank you, Lorby. I couldn't remember that for some odd reason. Yeah, that's Steven Seagal, which I love that movie, Devilish Man. By the way, I always want them to do a part two, but I feel like at this point they got so many stuff. They got so much stuff right though. Autumn said, "Hey, Albert, do you ever watch Law and Order, Special Victim? Because I'm obsessed with that show." Um, I used to watch it back in the day with my ex girlfriend. We used to love watching that show. It was kind of like an us show, but then when we broke up, I just kind of stopped watching it. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Autumn. There was another reason why I stopped watching that show. Every time I saw a lawyer defend one of those POS people, it just always bothered me. Like it always bothered me. It's like I feel like, especially on that show, the stuff that some of these people are doing is like murder of the soul. So to actually have somebody represent them and defend them. It just, oof, it just bothers me like in a worse way. David Claus says only sees a movie like it's hard to kill. I remember that movie. In case I respect the range, but a lot for bad for the scary movie franchise got taken from them. Yeah, Nikisha, and that's what they said. It was like, yo, listen, after the Wayne's brothers were on the franchise anymore, the movies kind of sucked. Yeah, well, yes, that's true. Miss McGee, Mark for Death. That was another movie I liked. Wink Wink says, with all the drama going on with Jonathan Mayers, what do you think Marvel would do with? Uh, you know, in all reality, Wink Wink, I think they're probably just one up shelving him. I don't think that Ant Man did that great to sit there and really fight to um to kind of keep that character going. It's not like Guardians when you had Tim Gunn that got canceled and he just kind of put him on ice for a little bit, you know. But I will sit there and say this much, Wink Wink. It sucks because it's supposed to be, until innocent until proven guilty. But they practically already just said, well, you're guilty. You got people that's there dropping him left and right. It's like this dude is literally getting raked over the coals, and y'all haven't even finished your investigation yet. You know. Now, Data Flaw says look like majors is innocent. Exactly, but that's the thing, Data Flaw. A lot of times, it's like you're guilty before you're innocent, and even when you're innocent, you're still kind of guilty. And Wink Wink says, "Oh yeah, I guess he's not getting the asthma lit." Yeah, they're not gonna sit there and sweep that under the rug. Apparently, Esme can sit there and be choking women out, um, kidnapping teenagers and stuff like that, and the dude still gets to keep his job. Yet Jonathan Mayer hasn't even been found guilty, and they just ready to sit there and just kick him to the curb because that makes sense. Now Miss Kate says, "I saw Olivia from GH." And, oh, that I don't is that Olivia? I don't. I think that's I don't think that's maybe that's Olivia. Are you sure that's Olivia though? Because I thought it was Lexi, the chick that used to play Christina. Gemini says Marvel's going to release a hit movie, but you will probably not do press. Kind of weird. Gemini says Albert is black man in Hollywood. Are you really surprised? I'm not. I'm not. But it's not. Well, I'm not going to get into the race part, but I mean, even just the simple fact that Gemini is that he's a man, you know, especially especially here's the thing, when you get accused of something like that, and you're a man, it's just you're done. I mean, look at Johnny Depp. Look how long that took to sit there and clear up. Johnson says, I guess innocent to get. Yeah, it was definitely no longer a thing. Lady Flaw says yes, Esme was guilty of everything. Yeah, exactly. He still got to keep his job, and Warner Brothers didn't do a damn thing about that. Lashanta says, Albert, what was the movie with that short guy from Scandal and with there was black hair? I'm not sure, Latasha. Just because I never watched Scandal. Yes, Lexi, yeah, she was in it. Sharon says Albert was, I guess. I don't even remember. I don't remember. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I had to think about that. Gemini says Charlie Sheen had integrated the TV shows for years with no questions asked. That's kind of, I mean, that's kind of up for debate, because that's like his personal, um, his private health and stuff like that. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like that's something that should remain private unless there's a situation where it needs to come up. I feel like that's a little bit different, you know? Uh, okay, listen, as much as I love doing this, and I am 40 minutes later than I plan on doing this live stream because, yeah, no, I just cannot stop having fun with everyone here. I do got to go to sleep though. As much as I don't want to, I actually have to like do adult stuff. Okay, let me try it again. I got to be an adult. I got to be an adult tomorrow at like 4 or 7 in the morning. Surprisingly, um, Autumn, I didn't, I didn't cry when that happened. I did tear up, and I was like I was on a verge of bawling my eyes out when I did see Guardians of the Galaxy. I will say that much though. Mel, how have you been? Where have you been at? Have a good night, Freddie. Yeah, Laura B. Gotta do that. Gotta do that. Gotta be an adult. Gotta be an adult. Now, Monique said Chloe from Smallville was charged for luring women into a cult. She was the ringleader, if anyone remembers that. Oh, I remember that. And here's the thing, Monique. She didn't get it. I don't feel like she got enough time, personally. I really don't. I really don't. Yeah, I had to sit there and switch it up because I was like, yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, unfortunately, I got to sit there and, be an adult tomorrow. Aubrey said, hey, what do you do in your spare time? Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it now, Lord. I get it now, Darby. No, it's not that type of adult thing. Uh, yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad you did, Black Mind. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Oh my God, you people are amazing. Darby said the guards. Oh, I probably don't even want to think about it, Darby, because it was just that. It wasn't well, yeah. It was kind of that scene, and then it was another scene, and uh, then it was a chick that was like she was kind of like robotic. She was like all blue. That got me. See, I wish more people actually watched. Listen, okay, I'm telling you this much right now. I may have to start talking about Guardians on Monday or Tuesday next week. I know some people didn't watch it, but I gotta talk about it with somebody. And I feel like I want to talk about it with y'all. Have a good night, Anna B. Have a good night, Laura B. I mean, yeah, have a good night, Anna B. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Monique. Have a good night, Blackmon. Yeah, usually. Miss Key says, in the words of Russell Simmons, thank you for coming. God bless and get. Yeah, yeah, Darby. That's why I was like, yo, man, where have you been at? Darby says, I'm going to see it for the third time on Tuesday. All right, I'll tell you this much. Listen, Tuesday, I want to try to respect everyone in this chat, but I'm like, I'm bursting. I want to talk about this with someone. And I couldn't talk about my other friend because he didn't see it yet. All right, let me go and check. Let me go and check. Josh said, do you think Scott should have just moved on from? Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Jonathan. Also, my bad, I missed your question, but yeah, because listen, Doctor O is just getting on my damn nerves at this point. I get that she was upset, but I'm like, this dude was literally in the bind, and the fact that you can't see that, nah, you can be gone. You can be gone. She pissed me off today. I was like, Scotty, you can do better. Oh yeah, no, my bad, Jonathan. Yeah, no, I just saw it, but You know, she pissed me off. Gemini says no spoilers. I'm watching it this weekend. Oh, you know, I'm not going to spoil right now. Maybe sometime next week. Um, all right. But yeah, no, she pissed me off. She pissed me off. I'll say that much. I'm like, yo, listen. Let me see if you actually wrote anything else besides that. Yep. Johnson says, how would you have felt if Scott and Gladys got together? Oh, Johnson, that's a major downgrade. That's a major downgrade. For Scotty to be, I'm like, no, we can't do Scotty like that. We can't do Scotty like that. I mean, I know that the Gladyses of the world need love too, but we ain't gonna do Scotty like that. We ain't gonna do exactly. I said I know who Dimitri Kidnap is, and oh, okay, and Paul. Yes, Daisy Flower. See, that's the thing. Me and Daisy Flower will sit there and disagree on some stuff, but I'm 100% with Daisy Flower and Darby. And we got Jane in the chat. What's good, Jane? I felt so bad because like now I just got a new person in and I'm like, how you doing tonight, Jane? I was actually just about to sit there and end the live stream. Oh no, I get it, Jonathan. I was just like, yo, listen, we can't be doing my boy Glad. We can't be doing my boy Scotty like that. Gladys is, you know, the sad thing, Jonathan. Gladys is not just messy; she's just messed up. Like I would sit there and put her. I would put her with. Damn, I can't do my boy like that. You know, here's the thing, Jonathan. I feel like I can't do my boy like that because Scotty, in a lot of ways, reminds me. Like he reminds me of my dad. He reminds me too much of my dad, and I'm just like. God says, "Albert, are you worried about me?" Yeah, of course. That's exactly what we was saying. I was like, that's why we was like wondering where you were, because usually here earlier. Deja Claus said if she didn't die, it would be Scotty and Bobby. Yeah, yeah. I was like, we can't do my boy like that. Solomon said, I know it's a bit off topic, but quick question: is anybody from here registered at a message board called Soap Opera Network? I'm trying to sign up, but that apparently is impossible at the moment. Soap Opera Network. Hmm. I gotta check it out when I get a chance. I gotta do that PO box thing first, but then after that, yeah. Yes, no, I was worried about you. But you know, honestly, I thought that maybe you're probably doing something else. We did ask about you though. Mel says, I don't think a lot of people like me. That's not true, Mel. That is not true at all. Honestly, tell you the truth, that's why somebody was sitting there saying, like, where the hell were you? Because you're usually here earlier. And Mel, I like you. If that actually counts, I like you. So Harry says, hey Jane, it's nice to see you. It's time to go home. Mel says, I feel like last day knows that he betrayed me. How how did he betray you? Simon says this live stream is dead tonight. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I don't understand what this whole thing with Mel and Last Day is about. Yeah, yeah, that's very true, Darby. And and I know the actor is going to be emotionally, you know, because Laura Wright, she's feeling it and everything like that, and it's just sad all around. But it's just the Thomas Forrester thing now. Yeah, I don't. What's that all about? What happened, Mel? You watched one of his videos? I don't understand. I'm not really following. Mel says last thing he knows I'm upset at him and he betrayed me. Says he knows why. But I don't understand why you're upset with him though. That's what I'm trying to understand now. Like why I don't I'm not getting it. You have to tell me why you're upset with him, or you got to give me the story because I'm not really understanding it. And also, Mel, like I said, this chat does like you. This chat does like you. If they didn't like you, they would tell you. Okay, let's just be honest. Did you plus? I hate to say it, but when Bobby, Ty, Laura, Eddie, Chad, and others have their Emmy reels. I don't, Daisy Fly, I don't even know if they actually. Here's the thing: I don't even know if they're still going to be doing the Emmys. That's the thing, because of the whole writer strike. All right, so let's see. W says he just stated liking Thomas. I personally told him to go back to hating him for the sake of his views. I mean, I don't. Okay, so let me get this straight. Mel says Albert last day betrayed me, talking to Darby about not being on my side by betraying me. All right, let me hit this drink real quick because I want to understand this. I want to read this again because I might be a little tipsy. Darby, are you telling me that this is all because he just stated liking Thomas? Wait, 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 wait. Let's just back that up for a minute. Let's just back that up for a minute. And Darby said, "There you are, bro. I thought you said goodnight." I thought I said goodnight too. I wanted to see what she was upset about. And then Keisha said, "I feel like I'm watching it." You know, funny, Nikisha, that you say that. There are some skits that are actually funny. Did you see the one with Steve Urkel? I just want to throw that out there on a side note. Um, yeah, back that's that. I was just like, wait, what? Hippie's in the chat. Hippie likes Mel. Maybe this is the best choice, but what else, Scott? What about Scott and Celine? Oh, Scott and Selena. Yes, yes, Jonathan. I'm with that. Excellent choice, my friend. Mel says Albert last day was on my side, but he's a hypocrite. Let me get this straight. Oh, you should see it. It's actually pretty funny. But that's the thing, Nikisha. Like some of them are actually really funny, and other ones are just like. Lastly said, "Well, always like Thomas. Apparently, everyone figured out." Let me get this straight. Let me try to understand this. You telling me Darby said, personally, I enjoy hearing him, and Mel hates Thomas again, and I will miss you too, hating him. Let me get this straight. Mel, are you upset with him because he doesn't hate Thomas? Now Mel says, I was talking to everyone in here except Darby last day while betraying me, especially last day. What I don't understand is you're this is about a soap opera, right? Like this is what this whole thing is about. This is about a soap opera. Like is that what we're doing now? Lady Flush that sure I'm talking about next year. Oh, okay. All right, yeah, well then, yeah. Victoria said, I don't know if Scotty can handle Selena, but he gonna learn that night, Victoria. You gonna learn that night. Because most of the time everyone in the chat gets along great. That's why I enjoy it. But here's the thing, hippie. This is about a video that Last Day did. Last Day wanted doing a video, and Mel doesn't like the fact that he switched sides and now he likes Thomas. Is this what we like? Answers a lot when there's smoke, there's sandbox. You know what? I know I'm personally kind of tipsy right now. Mel says I don't like someone who is on my side that betrays me. But we're talking about a soap opera though. I mean, here's the thing, Mel. I'll sit there and tell you this much. There's times I will dislike a character, and then there's times I will sit there and defend that character. We just gotta sit there and remember that these. It's just Valerie. I swear to God, I'm sitting there trying to hold back so much after being so tipsy. Flora's in the chat. How you doing tonight, Flora? Flora, it's good to see you. I just like what? He reminds me of Bombless Skid. That's no. I don't think I remember that one. Just that what is happening. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm I'm trying to figure that out. Gemini says Albert is like I'm so tips. I'm just uh trying to hit this drink again. I have no idea what last day said. I have him blocked. Daisy Flower, why do you have last day blocked for? Like did he say something that was offensive or something? I'm trying to understand this. Well said Albert, I saw a conversation between Darby and Last Day. He likes Liam and Hope, and that then tells Darby that he likes Thomas, so he betrayed me. Y'all reading this, right? Autumn, glad this is the. Oh yeah, no, she's terrible. And DC's in the chat. What's good, DC? Well, it says I'm doing good, but what's going on? DC. I gotta say your face, get another drink. It's a personal. I want, no, 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 no. I want everyone to read this again. All right? I want everyone to read this again. Please, everyone, read this again. I'm trying to make sense out of this. Gemini says, Albert, take another drink, stab. Mel says, Albert, give this message the last day you betrayed me and Darby. Told him to like Thomas, not Liam and Hope. Wait, wait, wait. wait, 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 wait. Is this y'all reading this right? Like, it's not just me. Yeah. Okay. All right. He said, "See, the thing is, I had inedibles. I don't know." Huh. Hmm. So she said, "Just check in. Are you coming to James? Meet up in Vegas." I would love to go to Vegas. I would love to. Yeah, Jess. I just can't. Time for the mighty night. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I don't even. Chat. What do I even say about this? I wanna understand, like, how do I even like what? All right. Okay, hold on. One, I feel like I need another drink. I'm just trying to understand. Like Darby said, go to sleep. I don't understand. Like what is? Mel says, I'm going to ignore last day for listening to Darby about being on Thomas' side and not mine on Liam and Hope. So he has been a fake friend to me. He's been a he's been a let's say that this is all her, not me. I can care less what she thinks. Well, I don't personally think it's that serious. It's just a soap opera. People state their opinions. Thank you, Gemini. Yeah, hit that like button. People state their opinions. It's not life changing. There's no real reason to um there's no real reason to sit there and be that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a soap opera. People, okay, here's the thing about soap operas. I will sit there and say now, just to kind of keep it on somewhat of a serious note. Lord, am I trying? Valerie said, "Are you kidding me? I'm not leaving yet." The thing about these soap operas, no, DC, they're not. We grow with these characters, right? So, 1 minute they piss us off. The next minute we generally do like them. It's not uncommon for us to sit there and change our minds and change our opinions and our feelings about these characters. Soap operas is one of the very few genres that we actually really grow with these characters. So it would make sense. It would make it would make sense for people to change their mind. You know how many times I've actually said how much I can't stand Nina? I call her Ninaisms, but yet I sit there and defend her when I felt like Carly and people have went too far. Mel says Aubrey and Darby are against. I don't think they're against you, Boom. I don't. I don't. Mel says Aubrey, I'm disappearing on here. All right. Well, I don't think you should leave just because people disagree with you. I mean, people disagree with me all the time. You know, it's a soap opera. It's not meant to sit there and really take it that serious. You know. Like he said, the thing is, it's all over the worst souls, all four at least argue about a better soul. Now, Daisy Flower says, I find some of the last day comments a little misogynist. All right. I haven't, I haven't actually, well, I've seen a couple of last days videos and stuff like that. So maybe I'll go back and see it. Daisy Flower says, oh, hold on. DC says, wait, is this all for real? And not get, no, DC, this is dead ass serious. DC said the giggles. Keisha said the giggles are bonuses. Where is my? That's exactly what I was saying. Victoria, I was like, now Gemini's like Albert really loves Spencer. Yes, I feel like I need another drink just for saying that. Mel says Albert, if last day was a true friend, he would be on my side with Liam and Hope. But Mel, what about me though? What about me in the chat? What about me and the rest of the chat? What about us? We like you in the chat. Ariana says, Albert, there ain't enough bottles of. Yeah, I've realized that, Ariana. Like dead ass serious. Like I realized there's not enough bottles in the world to sit there and really. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Jakaris is in the chat. Toby says, "Hey Mel, Albert is sometimes skipping me, but I take his stride because it's fun to be here." Toby says, "Look, Mel, Albert is sometimes skip." Yeah, I mean, granted, I do apologize for skipping you, Darby. Mel says, Albert, no, Albert, now you know why I haven't been like ignoring. Okay, here's the thing, Mel. We're gonna get into that next time with the whole last day thing. But I personally do think that you should stay. There's a lot of people in here that do like you. I've been good, Jakaris. How have you been? Oh, DC, if you're still in the chat, Carson Boltman follows Jakaris on Instagram. I'm gonna say it again. Carson Boltman follows Jakaris on here. Lastly, says I would like to say that I'm not involved in this. Yeah, I don't. I just. Gemini says you have choices on YouTube. Watch what you like. Simple. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Gemini. There's so many people that do soap opera reviews and stuff like that. That there's always different choices of people that you can watch and not watch, or like and not like. Um. Oh, Lisa's in the chat. What's good, Lisa? Thank you for joining. Girl says I've been amazing. I've had to take a lot of sleep because I've been walking all day. Now DC says I'm not surprised your car has Chasman Carson locked down. Yes. No, I find it so cool. I really do. I'm like, that's what's up. Mel says Albert has don't think there's reasons why I should. Hmm? Albert has don't think there's reasons why I should. I understand. Here's the thing now. I would like you in the chat. I think a lot of people would like you in the chat. Um, I don't think you should leave the chat just because there's somebody else that you don't like. You can just simply not talk to them. You can block them, and you can still enjoy the conversation with everyone here. Um, so that's really. I would like you here, but I would understand. I would understand if you can't be here and stuff like that. All right. Well, this was something. Here's the thing. I love all my subscribers, and literally, I will literally sit there and bat for anyone here. I would bat for anyone here. All the laughs and jokes and lulls or whatever you want to call it. DC says, "Now, are you serious and not being passionate? If this is serious, give me all my." Just remember, all my opinions is what makes it all fun. DC says, "I hope you can still enjoy yourself on here." Yeah, yeah. No, I want her to enjoy herself on here. Miss Key said, "What if Valentine is like man?" That'd be interesting. I would be here for it. Mel says, I know that last day has been fake since he has taken talking to me about being on my side about. I mean, but here's the thing, Mel. Here's what I want to understand. If that's the case, then why are you okay? Now, if you don't like him, why are you giving him so much energy? That's the thing. Like, why are you giving him so much energy? If you don't like him because of whatever reasons, then don't give him the energy that you feel that he doesn't deserve. I do that. That's such a truth is Christina should be out of Stateville. Oh, Christina be out of Stateville because Marlena, Kayla. Oh, that's actually very true. I mean, there's the whole attempted murder part, maybe. So, DC says for some reason I still don't feel like Mel is being serious. No, 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 DC. She's actually being dead ass serious. All right. Well, listen, it's 10:22, and that's way past the time that I was actually going to DC says, wait, Nate and Lena officially broke up. Um, my bad. But listen, this was fun. Got a good laugh, somewhat. Um, okay, we really did actually have a good laugh. But just on a serious note, Mel, I want you here. If you're gonna stay, please stay. If not, I totally understand that. But just think about it over the weekend. So, all right, everyone, this was a lot of fun and a lot of extra. Albert, why should I mean what? Mel says, Albert, why should I stay? Because we want you here. That's why. Regardless of what somebody else is not there saying, we want you here. And I would like to sit there and think, Mel, that counts for something. The people that you form these friendships with count it for something, you know? So just think of it that way, Mel. Like I said, let's be good to each other and perfect harmony. Yeah. Johnson says, I agree with that totally. Have a good night, Queen Acacia. Yeah, I know, Barry. I know. It's part of the job. It is. Johnson said, join us next time for another edition of Soul Chat with DJ AB. Have a good night, Jonathan, my friend. I appreciate you so much. As always, I really do. Ariana says, 99 Albert, be thinking about you at Starbucks. Yes, same. Ariana, you know exactly where I'm going in the morning. Danny, hope you have a good night, Danny. I look forward to it. Look forward to watching some more. Have a good night, Jess. Last day, Albert, sorry, I had no idea this would happen. I agree with you. No, honestly, tell you the truth, here's the thing. Last day, I don't think you should have to be sorry. I'm gonna say this, and I know it sounds kind of dickish. You don't have to be sorry for your opinion. You are allowed to have whatever opinion that you choose to have. I haven't watched all your videos, and there was somebody that said that. Well, I gotta watch all your videos. My point is, at the end of the day, say what's on your mind. I don't know about the whole misogynist part because I didn't hear that part. So maybe Daisy, maybe somebody could sit there and point that out. Have a good night, Nikisha. Again, don't be sorry. Last day, I got to sit there and see what's going on about that because somebody said that your stuff was being somewhat misogynist, which your stuff never came out misogynist to me. So I don't know. But again, as long as you're not saying anything over the top, you'll be fine. I'm gonna say that. Have a good night, Darby. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Cheyenne. Like I said, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna take a nap and I'm gonna sit down and try to wake up at like 5:45 or something like that, so I can get the invite and everything. Um, so yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cheyenne. Have a good weekend, everyone. Have a good week, Jess. Have a good week, Flora. Have a good week, Hippie, Cheyenne. Misky, it was really good to see you. I'll say the one she's talking about is my 17th video. All right, I would definitely check it out then. Oh no, I know it's PM. I got you, Cheyenne. Have a good night, Dave. Thank you for joining. It's always great to see you in the chat, my friend. Says, "Oh, it's not going to happen with me and here with last day as being a trader." Think it over, and if you still feel that way, if you here's the thing now, if you still feel that way, I would understand. I would miss you, but I would understand. And yes, Hippie, I'm so sorry I didn't say hi to you, Hippie. Hit that like button. It does help. Have a good night, Tracy Steves. Thank you. And I will, yeah, I actually want to sit and do that PO box thing. So I got to look into that tonight while I'm laying down. Have a good night, everyone. Stay safe. I look forward to seeing you in the next live stream. If you're not a member, hit the button in the description box because that will give you access to the weekends. We're going to be sitting there going in about all this stuff, all the soaps, and you know how the conversations go for the members. I mean, I get that now, but I'm not gonna sit there and block him or anything like that because he has an opinion that you don't like. Just like I wouldn't block you if you had an opinion that I don't like. You know, we have differences of opinion, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna block you because I don't like what you have to say." You know, you know what I'm saying, Mel? You're my girl when it comes to horror movies and stuff like that. So whenever I'm looking for a horror movie, you're my go-to girl. Yes, Gemini, happy early Mother's Day for the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day. All right, everyone. Have a good night. See you in the next live stream. Laters.